Hello and welcome into a fresh new week on the Bettor Half Hour. I'm your host, Alex Monaco. You know how I do it, baby. I'm on the mezzanine in the sports betting double-decker bus, looking for trends, looking for angles, trying to put some shekels in your pocket. Oh, we caught some W's about last weekend. Time to go back to a little Lynx locks. We've won back-to-back weeks for you. Burns and Horschel. Last year, this duo finished top 4, which is worth mentioning. And Horschel, the only player to win this tournament on his own and with a teammate. I think it's worth swallowing the juice at minus 180, top 20. Top 10 for sure. Sprinkle a little. Vroom, vroom, we're switching gears. I got to lean Arsenal here with conviction. I'm going to dance with the Bucks. I am loving this. We're getting this at minus 1.5. You know this Bucks team is 9-2 in their last 11 as a road favorite. That's a lot of where I come from. Half of the side of my family knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to my Gene, always chopping up gold. All right. Let's dive in here. We're taking a look at tonight's games. We're kicking it off with the main event first. This Brooklyn team is dwindling, Jerry. Falling apart at the seams. Boston has been absolutely cooking. This makes for 6 straight Boston wins against Brooklyn going back to the regular season. And it starts and ends with Jason Tatum, who was sensational. 39 in Game 3, 29-8 in the series. He had 6 steals, and his partner in crime, Jaylen Brown, has been just as incredible. 23, averaging just under 23 for the series. 3 steals in that one. How about this? Brooklyn averaging 17 turnovers a game. Serenity now, and this is the number 1 Boston scoring defense in the association. So we know they've been locking down the stars, and they've been locking down Durant. 16 points, only took 11 shots. This is the 6th time this season only ever that Durant's been under 20 points. All right, 16 points. That matches his lowest scoring performance when playing 30-plus in the playoffs since 2014, since OKC Thunder babyface Kevin Durant, all right? And Kyrie, who missed 7 threes, 16 points. He made 6 threes in the first game. He hasn't even come close. He hasn't hit one since Game 1. Terrible. And the Celtics, we know, they come out hot. They've won 17 in their last 18 first quarter road games. They've covered 4-0 straight, as we know, in this series as an underdog dating back to the regular season as well. They're 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 following a straight-up win. Brooklyn, you can't make it up. 0-5 in their last 5. Following a straight-up loss, they have not covered at home in 26 of their last 28 games. Enough about Brooklyn. We're moving on to the next game. We got the Raptors and the Sixers, and Toronto did not allow that Embiid-Drake sweep, all right? They came out. They were sensational. Siakam had a nice 34. Gary Trent over 20. They were cooking. Now, we know this Sixers team coming home, a big part of this was Embiid not shooting well in Game 4, right? All right, he was just 7-16 for 21 points. When he goes under 45% from the field, the Sixers just 12-13 on the season. Now, they're going to need Tobias Harris to continue to step up. Think about his playoff props. 3 straight double-doubles, averaging 18 and 9.8 in the series. He's been stupendous. The Sixers have won 7 of their last 8 home playoff games against the Raptors. The Raptors have failed to cover in 5 straight night games. For whatever it is, the sun goes down and the dinosaurs can't eat. And 7 of the last 8 road games for Raptor games have gone under. Total points is sitting right there at 211.5 as we keep it rocking and rolling to a very tightly contested series between the Jazz and the Mavericks. It's 2-2. How about this? They went 2-2 in the regular season, 2-2 right now. They're 4-4 in 8 games dancing this season. You can't make that up. How about Gobert? Huge factor in Game 4, putting up 17 and 15. Clarkson with a big-time 25 off the bench. And Luka coming in, averaging, putting up 30 and 10, which is his numbers. And Brunson, think about this. When the Mavs have won 36 points, this man averages, pay the man next offseason when they score. Jazz have won the first half in 6 straight road games, believe it or not, but the Mavs have won 10 of their last 11 against the West. The Jazz, they were not covering the spread coming into the series well. They're 3-11-1 in their last 15 covering. The Mavs are 9-2-1 against the spread in their last 12. I'm making a pick on this, but you can tell where I'm leaning, baby. Everything's bigger in Texas. And real quick, we're going to the Meet the Mets, Greet the Mets. Scherzer on the hill, dancing against the Cardinals. Couple trends for you here. The Mets are 7-3 on the road this season and 11-3 as the favorite, of course, with Scherzer on the hill, who's been sensational 3-0 to start. We know there's a lean here on the Mets. Got to mention, though, whoever's leading after 5 innings, likely to win this game. The Cardinals have won 100% of the time, went up after 5 innings. The Mets have won 8. Mets only 3-10 in their last 13, though, head-to-head against the Cardinals. And last but not least, real quick, we got the Giants and the Brewers. This is a bullpen game for the Giants, who are 7-2 on the road this season with the second best ERA in the entire majors, believe it or not. The favorites have won each of the last 12 games for the Giants, and they're 0-3 as a dog. So when they're a favorite, they eat. Brewers 5-2 at home this season with the 28th best batting average, and this San Francisco bullpen and overall team ERA, you got to think under 7 could be the play here, considering it's 4-0-2 in the Brewers' last 6, and it's 3-1-1 in the Giants' last 5. And that's how we kick off the show, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, I Know Better. Me or Ronis, don't go anywhere here on the Bettor Half Hour.